Hello dear viewers of Anti-Imperialist Front TV. Welcome to our weekly news bulletin. Our news agendas for this week ending 1st September 2024 are as follows. Demirai's resistance to prison uniforms in Germany ended in victory. Haidar Demirai, who was on an indefinite hunger strike opposing the imposition of prison uniform in Freudenberg prison in Germany, concluded his resistance with victory. The demand of Haidar Demirai and his relatives for Demirai to be transferred to a prison without uniforms was accepted. Demirai, who was on the 173rd day of his indefinite hunger strike, suspended his hunger strike following this development. Haidar Demirai will be transferred to Detmold prison where there is no uniform. A call from Ayten Öztürk. Correspondence is the only way to end isolation. Ayten Öztürk, who was arrested by the legal terror of fascism in Turkey and who has experienced the usurpation and arbitrary practices of affecting her rights while in prison, emphasized in a phone call to her family on August 18th that the only way to break isolation is to write letters and to receive letters. Öztürk also made a call for her court hearing, which is to be held on October 30th, 2024, and said the following: "There is no other means of communication anyway. We talk to you, there are letters, so there is no other way to break isolation here than by writing letters and receiving letters. The more letters you receive, and as much as possible, and the more it will break down and the more we can share with each other. That is, the more the emptiness of their decision will be revealed. For this I will continue to write again. Also, thank you very much. I would like to thank everyone who writes, sends drawings and speaks out on this issue. As a result, no matter how much they try to cover up this issue, it will definitely be revealed one way or another. This injustice will be eliminated. I believe that. Anyway, you can come to my court hearing on October 30th. The court on October 30th has a very empty file, a file built upon lies. We expect a fair result from that court. It should come out. As I said, there is nothing. We will continue our struggle for justice." Ebru Timtik documentary published. People's lawyer Ebru Timtik became immortal on August 27th, 2020, on the 238th day of her death fast for justice. On the 4th anniversary of her death, the People's Lawyers released a documentary and shared a link. In the statement made by the People's Law Office International, it was announced that the documentary will be broadcast on August 27th at 2100. The attacks of Israeli Zionism continue. After Gaza, Palestinians in the West Bank are also being forced to flee. On August 28th, the Israeli occupation launched the most intensive and comprehensive summer camps attack on the refugee camps in Jenin, Tulkarim, and Tubas in the northern part of the occupied West Bank, the most comprehensive attack since the Second Intifada in 2002. According to the Palestinian news agency Wafa, the Palestinian Ministry of Health announced that 2 Palestinians, Mohammed Ihsan Maraka and Zutti Nidal Abu Afifa, were killed by the fire from Israeli soldiers. The General Authority for Civil Affairs announced that the bodies of the 2 Palestinians killed in the city of Hebron were confiscated by Israel. 451,000 Israeli Zionists in the West Bank and 230,000 in East Jerusalem are occupying Palestinian territories. The People's Voice or Volksstimme Festival takes place this weekend in Vienna. The Communist Party of Austria's People's Voice or Volksstimme Festival is being organized in Vienna this weekend. The Anti-Imperialist Front is there to be the voice of Ayten Öztürk and the voice of the resistance of political prisoners in Turkey's well-typed prisons, as well as of those in Palestine. We have come to the end of this week's program. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms to watch news that is not in the mainstream. See you next week.